Hey everybody, thanks for tuning back into Trailheads Overland. My name's Hunter and we're here in Morton, Mississippi at beautiful Roosevelt State Park. We're here just as a test run on our new piece of equipment. And I've got Logan over here to my left.
Hello.
So, yeah, we're standing on our good old trusty open road awning right here.
Hell yeah.
So, big investment. It's going to change overlanding for us forever. And here it is. This is a Intech Flyer Pursue, and first impressions, honestly, love this thing. It's I'm speechless, really. It's awesome.
So let's I guess let's just start up at the front.
Yeah, you can start at the front
and work our way back. So with the Flyer Pursue, you have a plastic front basic trailer box.
Yeah. Tongue box.
Yep. Everything on this trailer is aluminum. The whole frame is a welded aluminum cage. So everything is welded.
Solid.
No
tack welding.
So basically your frame, the actual trailer frame, is welded to the walls, which is welded to the roof. Everything is all one big chassis.
Yep. And there is no membrane roof on this either.
Everything,
it's all aluminum.
All this is not fiberglass, it's not rubber, it's aluminum. It's painted aluminum.
Which is what you want on the trail for, rust prevention, durability overall. And it's also equipped with a torsion axle under the rear, under the bottom.
Clearance torsion axle.
Yep. So.
And what's crazy is this whole get-up is only 1,000 pounds.
Just over 1,000. I think it's 1,078 pounds.
Yeah,
and that's with the Dometic AC on top, with a Max fan on top, and the Dometic AC also has a heating strip in it.
And it also has a roof rack that it comes with it and basically ready for.
And it's mounted straight to the frame as well.
Yes. So let's move around this way. You actually got a metal latch, basically just pushes straight onto the door.
Yeah, which is wonderful because most stuff is plastic.
Yes.
There's nothing really cheaply made on here for sure.
Well, the refrigerator's in the way, but so entering the camper, you have one entry side. You have storage, which is holding all of our bedding and stuff. Storage with a cargo net. You have speakers. You have a radio. You have your fuse box.
Bluetooth USB radio.
You also have front cap storage in here, as you can see, which we have a 7,000 watt inverter. So this does come set up ready for solar panel.
All you gotta do is plug your solar panel.
Plug and play. And one thing great is you actually have this little module right here where you can check your battery life. So we are good because we're charging off 110. And that's another thing that's great is everything on this trailer,
including the AC, can run off that inverter, and it's 110 volts, 115, 120, whatever you want to call it. Yep.
So
it's powered by two 100 watt, I don't know all the specs on it, but lithium ion batteries.
It's powered by two 100 amp hour lithium ion batteries, which as a test run last night, we ran the trailer off the batteries.
All night long.
All night long. Never slacked up, never checked up.
Yeah, until about, 9 a.m. this morning, then the AC just turned off from the batteries.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like 9 a.m. it ran, and let me tell y'all, this thing was like an ice box last night.
It will freeze you to death, which is a wonderful thing being in Mississippi. So.
But I have something with my profession that, whatever, that I'm going to put as an add-on to the air conditioner to help with the wattage and amperage.
Yeah, so we're not always running off the battery because we have a generator. It's a quiet generator, but we can, that way it won't just ramp it up so high.
But yes, so also along in here we have switch panels, we have remotes, we have blackout curtains, our AC up here. So we have
I think I've got all of them on right now.
So everything's on right now. You have your side light right there.
Yeah, which is a big thing too. Of course, I know our 270 awning has it. This thing can actually be too bright sometimes. Yeah. It's nice though when you're setting up camp. So, and then also kind of on the outside, these are steppable. The fender flare itself, Logan, is not steppable, but there's a step here.
Yes.
And they're nitrogen-filled tires, and it does have trailer brakes.
Yes.
Which is a nice thing too.
You also have stabilizer jacks back here, and my favorite thing about this entire trailer is double doors on the back with hydraulics.
Yeah, with the struts.
Yes.
Yep. And these are some mosquito netting things too. They actually magnetize to the inside, which again, they had to put these little small plates. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a little small plate here that's magnetic. There's nothing that's steel on this trailer outside.
So, and yes, and so our living room couch here is actually our bed. It folds out perfectly. It's a little snug, but it's great. We added the rubber mats for any other gear. But another great thing is this here is
it's not carpet. It's not
carpet.
It's like almost like a pontoon boat style floor.
Yes,
it's plasticky,
so it won't hold like sand or dust or dirt.
Right.
So I forgot to mention also the windows. They actually roll up.
Yep, and they're tinted. And then it's kind of cool what Intech did with this as well. They carpeted the entire inside and the roof of this. So once you load your gear in here, you're not having to worry about scuff marks and holes. Because, I mean, you can scuff this up all day long and that's not going to do anything.
Oh, yeah.
And then you also have I believe they said it was 170 pound or 200 pound receiver hitch in the rear too, to put like a little tote thing, you know, whatever you need to put.
Also, we have a switch panel right back here, guys, which
works your main house, and it also has this super ridiculously bright, I mean ridiculously bright rear light. So that's a big plus. And then we mounted our water tank up here onto the top, and it's as stable as all get out, literally. And then we have the Nature Nest shower awning. It also has gas struts. I like this one a little bit better than our other one we had. And then we have our Sea Sucker sink, which we had this before on our other trailer, but we had it kind of retrofitted to go on it. And then our shower hot water heater is here, and Logan ran PEX line and insulated the PEX line coming down behind the tire. We actually put, and that's another cool thing too, your spare is right there on the side. Super easy to get to. You're not having to get on top of the roof or get underneath it. It's not up by the tongue. It's put right there. There's some thunder. We're gonna have to watch for lightning. But then you have another step side here, which we put the water tank so we could refill the tank with our Rotopaxes and stuff just by stepping up here and right there ready to go. Yep. And then and we've mounted our water pump. You can kind of see it back here on the bracket itself that holds the tire. And then these are your like cable connectors, and then this is your solar connector as well. And then all together, guys, again, you can see minus our awning and the shower tent and tank, we are at, I'm trying to let it zoom, 1,078 pounds is the total weight on this. So, and then we've got our batteries here in their own little compartment. And what's kind of cool too is that inverter, they have a hose system running, and it vents itself. It keeps itself cool. That way your inside's not getting real hot. It's not overheating. Nice. And then there's your radio antenna right there. Super easy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's our radio antenna.
And everything's LED. And again, you can kind of see here, all aluminum.
Everything is aluminum.
So, and the rack is super stout. The only thing I wish Intech may have done with this is made square, not round tracks.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. So, but
maybe on the next one.
Tows like a dream. You know, we had our 1941 M100 that we previously had purchased, and phenomenal. I mean, it was completely restored and everything, but I almost got sick. I did get sick. I almost caught pneumonia when we were in Arkansas in February, when we met up with Michael Rhodes and Big Rock Overland again. And that was kind of the breaking point for me for rooftop tents. It was raining, sleeting. It was like it was raining from the ground. I sound like Forrest Gump, but it seems like the rain almost come from the ground.
Well, also as we grew tired of
you had to have so much more gear just to have a rooftop tent.
Well,
for us,
we also got tired of the open trailer concept of where when we were in Arkansas before February.
Yeah, in September.
It was so dusty and so dry that
all of our gear was dusted out,
coated in dust.
In which Kevin actually had to have his generator completely redone on a couple of things on the inside because it sucked. Dust had gotten on the inside of it, and it sucked into the carburetor.
So this is a lot more weight. This is more of an investment for us as to be more comfortable. But also, if something happens again where we're in the Ozarks with Michael or Big Rock over land, and it gets that cold again, that we can pile up in this thing.
Mary can get in here. Kevin can get in here. Everybody can at least sit and be warm. You know, that's number one priority on the trails too with us is safety.
Yeah. Well,
whether it's personal health or safety of our gear or others around us,
Yeah, and having gear where when you don't pull out a plate, you gotta already clean plate, wash it off, or it's just everything has just got so
dirty,
dusty, or got wet. We got gear that can't get wet, but so this pulls a lot of the gear out of the back of our Jeeps, and it's right here.
Yeah,
so,
I have a fraction less. I went off like 2 less on my pack out system.
Well, you carry a lot of crap regardless. So
well, yeah, but I mean, we've got,
but
I've got stuff that's necessary.
Yeah,
but we did not compromise quality for weight either.
And,
is that the word for it?
Yeah,
quality
and
for weight?
we shopped around. We looked at Modern Buggy. We looked at a Bushwhacker by.
I don't know who makes Bushwhacker, but
Bushwhacker, but this was the lightest and the most durable because we watched guys in higher altitude terrain, in rougher terrain like Colorado, Utah, Montana, all those.
They were beating these things to death.
Yeah, they were beating them
and
to
no
death.
issues.
Yeah, no issues.
And it's American made.
American made in
100%.
Utah. I think it's Utah, but so and that's one of the things. It's built for stability and longevity, especially with basically it's just one big chassis, like I said, that's all welded, all aluminum, so that's where you cut a lot of your weight.
Yep. And so we've got the logos off of this as well, because we're prepping to put our logos on it, and then actually we have somebody designing a wrap for it to protect it even that much more from just like tree branches or whatever. No hairline scratches. So.
But I just want to say this is a major, I guess, step up for us, and you don't have to have nothing like this to do overlanding. You can have a ground tent. There's nothing wrong with that. But this is just for us because we're always on the go, always moving.
And we like to base camp. Some people say I would never pull this down a trail. It's like, well, where we're going is we try to go places that everybody could go.
Right, and I think we talked. We had a campfire session. Where we talked about with Michael. And Big Rock and whatnot, where what we like to do and what we have to do, and Michael was sort of, he said it's nice to have a base camp where if you're in a central location, you can go ride, you don't have to pack all your stuff up, and with this we can literally lock everything up and then go.
And it'd be safe, and I have to worry about
adventure.
somebody possibly stealing something either.
And when you're trail riding, especially with a trailer. That's just another factor for you have to worry about. And then with your gear, like especially, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, having the awning taken off the Jeep is so much nicer just because.
And you don't even know it's on it on this because I guess because it's not so stuck in the air.
Longer, yeah. But like with my Jeep, it's like a wind sail. It's like especially on a 2-door, the thing's about as long as my dang Jeep. So. It's a nice thing that.
But and this isn't for everybody. This is not something that's. Some people just absolutely love the tents. We thought we were going to be that way, and
there's pros and cons to everything. With a tent, you got a lot more, I guess, freedom to do. You don't have something as big to have to lug around, but again, we do a lot more than overlanding in our free time. We do take trips where it's just downtime for us, and so this would be this is an investment for basically our personal lives and trailheads.
And so, I mean, I still am kind of speechless. I don't know a lot to say about it other than let it speak for itself. It's. I've seen the reviews. I've seen people pull these down trails. It's phenomenal. These things they look like they're super heavy from the outside looking at just looking at it, but it's not. That's something that we're big with too. We have to watch. I think our Jeeps have 2,000 pound tow capacities at max. And, I'm funny about, I don't want anybody towing something that's anywhere close to max. I still say you need 500 to or less pounds. But
I think we actually shaved like
300
300 pounds off.
Yeah, from our M100.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So, but yeah, it's going to definitely be put to the test for us. You know what I mean? So, but yep, and it just holds a 2-inch
ball.
2-inch ball. So super easy. And then I opted for the here, so you know I've got just the little, what's that, 7-pin connector? Is that right?
Yes.
7-pin connector. So I didn't want to wire a full-on brake controller in my Jeep. I've seen some people, they've got configurations where they put it in the glove box, they, you know, put it under the dash or put it in hidden spots because there's not really a lot of leg room in a Jeep JK. So I opted for the Curt Bluetoothable. It just plugs into that 7-pin connector from there to the trailer. I have had no issues with it. Thing works just like a regular brake controller does, so, that you mount on the dash.
And also, me being looking out for the future, I ran extra wire so that way if he wanted a full brake controller,
yes.
it's just plug and play.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So, but I have room now, though. I don't have to have bust my knee open every time I get in and out of the the Jeep. But yeah, this thing is it's perfect. You know, something that I was real funny about. I wanted a kitchen.
Yeah.
I wanted a little kitchenette, you know, that had water storage and had a sink, but you're losing room. And something about the Intech Flyer Pursue, it's
open,
so much more open.
Yep.
I mean,
well, I think I finally got you to sort of understand. It's like we already have the gear for a kitchen and for the sink and whatnot. Let's use what we have. You don't have to have, you know, the nicest thing on the market.
Right.
And the open floor plan of this is a lot nicer, is because now we have more room if we are back in that situation of Arkansas, that we have the room to get Kevin and Mary, bring in people that like
can get out of the cold.
Yeah, get out of the cold and, you know, not get
because
sick.
outside of sitting in your Jeep or your vehicle, you had no warmth.
Yeah.
I mean, a fire did nothing for us there. It was just...
Thank God for Michael Rhodes and Brett and Miss Jessica and Miss Kimberly. So...
Yeah. Well, is there anything else that we need to cover with it? I mean, we cover the bed, we cover the lights, cover the inverter system. So
yeah, I mean,
I think it's time to just put it to the test on the trail.
Basically, I mean, all we got left to really do to this thing, I got all of our stuff. Now we just got to add on a solar panel for solar
That's
charging.
it. And then I'm going to hard mount the Starlink to it as well. If not hard mount, make a quick connect for it to just put up there and take down whatever we need to do.
Yeah.
So, and that's it. There's no other issues. So I thought about, because I don't really want to drill into the side on this. I'm funny about stuff like that. But I've heard the Seasucker, the brand Seasucker, the same people who make the sink on the other side, they actually make one that holds Rotopax mounts. So I'm kind of curious if
We'll
you
see.
know, put a water one on there or whatever we got to put on there.
We'll have to check it out. But for now, I think we just enjoy what we have.
That's it. So.
And but thank you guys for all the likes, subscribes, follows. We got Catch Us on the Trail coming up here soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say coming up, we're just weeks away from our first announcement of where we're gonna be for the Catch Us on the Trail event. So we've had our partners with Rugged Road. They sent us a cooler to help spread the love and bring some light to overlanding here in Mississippi and in the South, man.
Yeah.
And just everybody come out, come see us, get on the trail, get outside, don't be afraid, you know.
I mean, it's not so much of about winning a cooler, which I mean, winning a cooler is always nice, but I mean, we like to see y'all's faces, get to know the people
get to know people,
us.
Build a community with the overlanding.
You know, make new friends.
Yep. And you don't have to have, which is something else we're working on. We're doing a little bit of a logo redesign coming up. You don't have to be in a Jeep. I don't care if you're in a Toyota. I don't care if you're in a
Lexus.
Ford Ranger. You can come in a Lexus. I don't care.
Yeah, hey, there are people out there doing it in Mercedes.
Yeah.
Power to them, you know.
If you come in a full-size pickup truck with a rooftop tent on, I don't care. If
Hey.
you have a ground tent, I don't care. If you're a hammock camper,
Again,
we don't care.
Guys, we don't judge. If y'all come, bring what you got. We don't. I mean, just because you don't have this or other stuff, guess what? We don't care.
Yeah,
we
it's
just
not
wanna
about
be,
that.
We want to build the community, and we want y'all to
Right.
be involved. So
Camaraderie and community. That's what it's
Yep.
all about. So, but yeah, guys. So this is the new tool for us here, Trailheads Overland. Another big thing. Last thing I'm going to say. Rooftop tents. Whew. Beds, not comfortable. I've got broader shoulders, and they drive into my neck. Just God, this thing here, the bed, the mattress thing that folds out, 10 times better. So I can get some sleep. So y'all can see my beautiful face. Looking a little bit better in the mornings. So, but no, I'm joking. But yeah, guys. So stay tuned for the Catch Us on the Trail event announcement for our first location and camp out trail ride. So,
Yep.
all right. Well, hold
Peace out.
tight. We'll see you on the trail.